And we're live. First time in a long time. All right, and we got Speedy Petey here from the network. Fill in. Wow, co-hosts are kind of unreliable these days, for me at least. And too bad about them Bills, right? Well, they just couldn't get it done. But uh, I wasn't that surprised because it was Josh Allen's worst team. So what are you gonna do? Hopefully, they put together a good squad next year, make another run at it, and maybe they'll go all the way. Who knows?
No, coaching change to start. McDermott, after 9 years, gone, but that was a historically bad defense. Now they're
That's
going a
true.
different direction. Could it be Brian Dable, Kenny?
Yeah, could have been. But
Oh, could be.
the Giants need a whole offensive line. They got John Harbaugh, and that's a great coach, legendary. So hopefully he puts together a great offensive line, and in the next 5 years, hopefully one of them, he'll be standing in victory lane. That's all I hope for as a Giants fan.
Yeah, we could hope, but they haven't developed or signed free agent offensive linemen very well outside of Thomas in the last 15 years, really.
Yeah, but maybe you get some rookies, some free agents. Who knows? Well, I just wish the Jets beat the Bills that one game because then the Giants will be number 2, right?
Or the Giants would lose one of the two games they won at the end of the year.
That's true too. Coach trying to keep his job. He still didn't keep his job. Yeah. Uh, who do you like today? I think I'm probably going for the Pats. They look like they're probably going to beat the Broncos. They look like they're for real. On the other side, NFC, I'm thinking probably Rams. Rams look good. How about you?
Rams are my Super Bowl pick at the start of the year, so I'm going to stick with that. I think Stafford, I trust a little more down the stretch. I think Darnold will have a couple of vintage mistakes. I wouldn't be surprised, though, on the AFC side if the Broncos do win, because I do think that game is sloppy because the Patriots' offensive line is banged up and looks bad, and Drake May's been sacked a lot.
Okay,
So it actually wouldn't
Blush.
surprise me if Denver wins.
Okay, my friend Blush, his voice is not so good today. He said next Sunday. So that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, next Sunday.
Blush, if you're listening, hope you feel better.
Yeah, me too. All right, let me share this on my YouTube timeline. I mean, well, I'm not saying that Seattle isn't good, but anybody could beat anybody any given Sunday. So the Rams might not be going all the way, but I could be wrong. You could be right. We'll just have to see what happens.
Seattle is very good. Like I think they'd beat either of the AFC teams if they do beat the Rams. I just think the Rams are a little more experienced.
That's true. All right, share it on my timeline. All right. So what this is. All right. Well, it should be interesting. The action starts around what, 3-ish?
3 o'clock is AFC, 6:30 NFC.
All right. Do you think it's snowing as bad as it is in New York in any of these places?
You can't rule out Denver, I guess. It's supposed to be lighter rain with with Seattle, but no snow.
Uh-huh. Well, they'll be lucky. It does snow sometimes in Denver. It does. We don't really have last year's supposed to win teams. Eagles got clipped pretty early. Baltimore wasn't even in the contest. Chiefs gone. So it's a whole new ball game, and I still think things are we don't know how it's going to go. Most people are like, the Pats are going to win. Don't sleep on them Broncos. They could pull it off. It's kind of anybody's ball game out there, right?
Yeah, I mentioned it's a sloppy game. Patriots and Broncos should be, and that type of thing could benefit the Broncos just with a defense and an offensive line that's better.
That's true. Yeah. Don't pitchers report to spring training this week?
No, not for another 2 or 3 weeks. It's usually mid-February they report.
Oh, yeah. December. Any interesting trades?
Well, the Mets have made a bunch of them recently. I don't know if it's a net positive yet. Value-wise, it seems like it could be, but it's a very weird reshuffling of the team.
Yankees re-signed Bellinger. It's a good thing.
That is. No, that was a good deal. They got him back on a board.
Cody's a great player, like his old man.
Yes.
Hopefully he walks away with a ring at some point down that contract.
Well, they'll need to start hitting in the playoffs then, because the pitching wasn't the big problem this time.
True. Well, maybe they'll line up some more people, get some different players.
Besides the kids, it's pretty much a lot of the same team for the Yankees.
That's true. We'll see who they get in the farm system and who they get free agency. Once they lock down the players they want, and then see if there's room in the cap.
Well, there's not going to be many players left in free agency. You might be able to get some relief pitching help at this point. But all the big name hitters and the starting pitchers are now off the market.
But then there's that before the trade deadline this summer.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, they'll be active there. The Yankees usually are.
Yeah, they're usually buying. Hopefully they are.
They will be.
If you're not buying, you're selling. You'll be making the playoffs if you're selling. There's a buyer and the sellers.
Mm-hmm. Outside of 3 years ago, the Yankees rarely miss. So I would imagine they would still buy.
On another note, when do you think the Cowboys are going to win? I'm not a Cowboys fan, but it's been like 30-something years since they've been to the third round. Do you think Jerry's death is what they're going to have to wait for?
I don't know. They have a lot of draft picks this year. They had a good offense. We'll see if they can rebuild that defense.
He's been cold for 30 years.
Yeah, they are still far from a conference championship status.
Show up. Okay. Let's see if we got anybody in the crowd here. Facebook. No. Not even Snug the cat. It's all right. What's the line? So if we're talking about football, who's the favorite in today's two games?
Patriots are 4.5 point favorites. Seattle it's fluctuated anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 point favorites.
All right, so if the Rams win and the underdog won, same thing.
Yeah,
with
because the game's in Seattle, they're going to be underdogs. Yeah, but they're still a really good team, the Rams.
The game is in Denver, so and the Pats are still favorites
because Bo Nix is hurt.
Oh, that's their quarterback, right?
Yeah, he suffered an ankle injury during overtime of the win over the Bills. So Patriots draft
wasn't that game nuts?
It was. It was nuts.
Like, this game is crazy. It's going into overtime. This is nuts.
Now the Broncos have to lean on Patriots draft pick Jarrett Stidham, that somebody that likes to call the show Jeff loved at the time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Well, a rookie might be able to pull it off. Stranger things have happened.
Well, he's not a rookie. He's been in the league a while. He's been a backup like his whole career.
Well, he's kind of like a rookie when it comes to being a starting quarterback.
Yes. Yeah, he's only had 4 NFL starts.
That's what I mean by rookie.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm excited a little bit. I can say that I like the play-by-play of the GOAT. It's good at being quarterback. He's good at play-by-play. He's good at most things.
Correlate.
What?
I don't know if that necessarily correlates.
Well, I enjoy it.
Glad you do, Kenny.
He's good on commercials.
Fair enough.
But I can say recently I have very much enjoyed the Eli Manning commercials.
Yeah.
The sandwich ones. There's all kinds of different ones. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, there's Toyota ones he has. Yeah, and then there's the skits he does too are good.
Those are good. And next week is the Pro Bowl, right?
Correct.
I don't know why they don't do the Pro Bowl at the end. It's now touch football. It's flag football. What could happen? That's so bad.
Yeah, I think just most players don't care about it anyway at this point.
I mean, let's say you put people in there that are going to be playing the Super Bowl, right? What's the worst that can happen? They're going to get injured playing flag football?
Yeah, there's no benefit to it either, though. It's like you get the accolades of still being a Pro Bowler. That's what matters for the players' legacies.
Okay. I guess so. See on TV, they're comparing the numbers of Tom Brady and Drake May, including second season, including playoffs, 14-3, 16-3. They took it off the screen. They're very comfortable numbers overall. Well, we'll see if they have the same results after today.
Hope not.
What, you're going for the Broncos?
I'm rooting for the Broncos, definitely.
Okay.
I'm a Giants fan, Kenny. I'm not allowed. I'm a Giants fan that grew up in Connecticut, Kenny. I'm not allowed to like the Patriots.
Well, I'm a Giants fan that didn't grow up in Connecticut. So
I would say like my hometown was mostly Giants fans, but there were enough Patriots fans.
well, Connecticut, you're kind of on the line.
I
You're in
know.
New England
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
and you're near New York, so you're going to have people that go, Patriots, get the hell out here, right?
Oh yeah, there was plenty of both teams.
Were
Again, I
there,
would say mostly Giants. I would say maybe like 40% Giants, like 35% Patriots, and then a mixed bag of everyone else.
was there any, were there any residents of Green?
There were some. Yes, there were some residents of Green, both Jets and Eagles. I knew people of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Steelers fans. Yeah. There was like again, there were a few other random ones. But
Yeah.
yeah.
There's always that.
I would say probably 40% Giants, 35% Patriots.
What about any people that root for the team that's almost in Canada?
Some, but
That lost four in a row.
Yeah, some, but not a lot.
Well, I saw like a couple weeks ago those guys sitting around Jim Kelly reminiscing, right? Guys that lost four in a row, and that fanship is devoted. Like they acted like it was the greatest thing that ever happened to them as people. And I'm like,
I guess it's
wow,
better than not going to a Super Bowl ever.
that's true. But like that devotion, the Bills Mafia, got to be the greatest football fans on the planet Earth.
Sure.
Your team loses four in a row, and you just stick by it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the Giants lost four in a row, I'd be, you know what? I don't know about that for a while, right?
Who would you root for instead, Kenny?
I don't know. I bet, you know, guys. I'm sorry to say, I'd probably be. I'm a Patriots fan now.
Kenny, you couldn't do that.
Okay, maybe the Niners.
Niners. You might offend some 80s, 70s era Giants fans with that one.
But I honestly, if I had to pick another team, I don't know who I'd pick. Definitely not a team that plays in the same stadium as the Giants. Definitely not. You won't have me going, go Jets. Maybe I say that because I'm on this network, right? Go Jets, because that's the team the president roots for. So the reason why I say
you're gonna turn it to Jeff and be a pseudo Jets fan.
No, I'm not like that. If I had another choice, I probably wouldn't pick them. I don't know who I'd pick. I'd have to look around a while. Maybe I'd end up rooting for the Texans. Who knows?
Okay, at least that's more acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how bad it is in Texas with the Dallas Cowboys that haven't been to the third round in 30-something years, that the Texans are better than them at this point.
Well, the Texans have never made it either, but the Texans have only been around since 2002.
That's true.
But the Cowboys are the only NFC team that has not done it in the 21st century. Because Because the Lions did it recently and Washington did it recently. Those were the other two teams before that.
Yeah. The Eagles won too.
Yeah, the Eagles made it a lot more. Like when Andy Reid was there, they made the NFC Championship, I think 6 straight years. They only made it to 1 Super Bowl though. They lost a lot.
Yeah, they were like the Cubs of the NFC, or the Jets of the NFC. And then
Well,
more,
I think every football team that at least still exists won more recently than that Cubs drought.
well, it was 100 years.
Yeah.
But you see, they're the original Cubs. The Jets are definitely the Cubs of football. So the original Cubs won 2, then waited 100. So the Jets won 1. They'll probably have to wait 100.
Yeah, I guess there's a case for a non-Super Bowl, like preach Super Bowl champion winning team for maybe that argument.
Right. So
the Browns, maybe you could put in that mold.
When Earl is old and gray, he's got like big gray beard on and like barely any hair, right? Big spot in the middle, right?
Oh.
The grandkids and possibly great grandkids they may. Yeah, here it is, man. First Jet win, right? I get to see it. Because his dad.
All right, Kenny, you should call the show and describe to Errol what that would look like.
And because his dad and his grandpa probably saw the first one. So it's one generation of Marks got to see it, and then the next generation get to see the one after that, and then the next generation of Marks get to see the one after that, and 100 years later. Well, that's probably.
I don't know if his father was a sports fan. I don't think he was, but his grandfather was a big Yankee fan. I'm not sure if he was a Jet fan though.
You mean white and green was just Errol?
I suppose. I don't think his father was a big sports fan.
All right. My father liked stuff like basketball. He's never really he's in the baseball a little bit, never really into football. Football's more my thing. That's just the way things go sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went to plenty of Knicks games.
Yeah, well, I guess now wouldn't be a good time for your father to start being a Giants fan.
I just wish I was a little older. Imagine seeing the 1970s Knicks win a championship on TV. That would have been awesome, right?
I don't know, Kenny. Maybe you could find a way to get time travel activated.
I mean, just seeing it. Willis Reed, Earl the Pearl Monroe, Clyde Frazier. Oh, man. I mean, I saw the tapes when they would play the NFL tapes. That was cool, but just being there would have been great.
Get your DeLorean out, Kenny.
Yeah. Okay, I see that Mr. Safford has had not any. I don't think he's thrown any interceptions against Seattle.
No, because
So that's good.
he was pretty clean the first game, and the second game was a high-scoring game, even though they lost the Rams.
Wow. You can't win them all. Maybe this will be different. Could be.
I'm picking them, but again, Seattle is a good team.
We'll see if that pans out. It comes down to calls, who turns the ball over, scoring drives, things like that.
Yeah, that's again. I'm a little more worried about Darnold turning the ball over, even though Stafford did have some interceptions towards the end of the year in the regular season.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Darnold, I think, is tied for the most fumbles lost this year, though.
We have a thumbs up. All right. All right. Thank you, forever's watching us. And still no message from the person that said they're going to be co-hosts. I told them.
Let Blush heal for next week, Kenny.
No, I'm talking about somebody else. I told her that I'm doing the conference. Either way, I would find a way to do it. I certainly did. Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah. See where. Anyway. Okay. It says right here that I should get into my own hand. It says in the caption, get into the Dodgers winning the World Series.
Oh, yeah, I probably it was probably outdated.
Yeah.
I'll fix it after the show, Kenny. Don't worry.
It's all right. Well, that was somewhat predictable. They have the best. They have the best players that money can buy. One of the best budgets too.
Yeah, do they ever?
They're going to be series for quite a while, or in the CS, in the NLCS for quite a long time.
Oh yeah,
no doubt. For the next whole decade plus. As long as they,
I don't know. There might be a lockout after this year, Kenny.
Unless somebody spins around and stops them. I don't know who that might be. Probably not the Yankees.
I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be either at this point.
We have to look at when March happens, April, and further through June and all that, and see what NL team might give them a run at. We'll have to stay tuned till then.
Yeah.
You got anything else to say on sports before I go?
Yeah, that's really it for me. It was interesting trying to figure out your next NFL team, Kenny. If you hypothetically decided not to become a Giants fan, that was an interesting bet. I had to convince you from not being a Patriots fan.
All right. Well, I think I know why you didn't like the Patriots, because he was the best. That's why they call him the GOAT. That's why a lot of people hated him. He was the best.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you have to like him.
That's true. All right, Speedy Petey, thanks for being here.
Yes. Great chatting with you, Kenny.
The producer of most things on Worldwide Sports Radio Network and their other channel, Jabba and the Mouth.
Yes.
Right. I still wish he would put his best rants of the week together, like the best couple, and put them in.
And he just like our videos. There's plenty of good rants.
I know. All right, man. I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for being here. And
yeah, no problem.
Everybody watch the replay. Everyone enjoy the replay. Everybody else. And stay warm and don't get caught in the snow.
Yes, you too, Kenny. Don't be chasing geese in the snow.
Enjoy the games.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.